Here's some reasons why you think video games may be actually benefiting you, when in reality, there's merely zero. First is that it gives you a false sense of accomplishment. All those levels that you pass, those trophies that you get, they make you feel like you're accomplishing something. But in reality, you're doing nothing, man. You're just moving some pixels on a screen to a certain level. But obviously these game developers know that, and this is why you end up so addicted to the game, because us men are actually meant to go out there and accomplish things in life. Hence why men actually build the character they want to build in GTA rather than going out in real life and actually becoming that person through hardship and through struggle. So get out of this fake reality. It's not real. You're a grown man. Turn off the fucking game and go do something with your time. Video games are not providing any benefit. Another reason is it releases some high amounts of dopamine. Like almost to the point of drugs, bro. To some drugs. The dopamine levels that are released. And what dopamine is basically a chemical in your brain that's released when you feel good, it's like a pleasure and reward type of chemical. So for example, you eat some cookies, some dopamine comes, and probably that's why you eat more cookies and more cookies. And then sooner or later you get tired of the goddamn cookies because you're like, ugh, you know what I mean? Same thing with pornography, same thing with video games. So obviously with the video games, it's gonna raise your dopamine levels to a baseline where it honestly can't be met again. So you're gonna just continue to mindlessly play the game. And your dopamine levels are gonna rise and rise. You're gonna find out that you're gonna need more and more stimulation, and then that's why some kids that go elsewhere for stimulation with drugs, pornography, etc., etc., etc. You know what I mean? And that's the same thing if you're familiar with marijuana or anything, is that the tolerance gets higher and higher and higher. You need to smoke more weed to feel high again. It's because your dopamine receptors aren't as responsive to the same amount that got you high the first time. It's the same thing with working out and anything, but when it comes to something that's highly addictive and it actually brings a recession in your life, it's not really worth it. So again, get off the game. Next, bro, just think about what you're doing. You're sitting on a screen, you're holding a controller, you're shooting at inanimate objects. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Lastly, it's an escape from your reality. You're a man of responsibility. You have tasks to do, you have duties, and you have check marks to check off. But you're just escaping from that, maybe because you're not strong enough to face them. You're too scared. You just want to forget about it for a moment. But obviously, because the games are so addicting, it's gonna take your time. It's gonna take hours every day, to the point where it's 10 o'clock. I should go to bed. I have work tomorrow. Well, in reality, you got home at 6 and you could have done everything you needed to get done. Then maybe save the games for later. I'm not saying don't play video games, but what I'm saying is, like, don't let it take so much of your time. It's an escape from your reality. Okay, soon you want to get to the point where you feel like selling your PS4 or your PS5 or your Xbox. Because like, what are you doing, bro? Say you have a wife and kids, you still gonna sit there and play that Xbox? Gee, go build a life for them and get the fuck off the game. Peace.